Hello everyone, this is John Seda from section CSEC. Today's my topic is syntax and flowchart of for loop. Let us know about topics are introduction, types of loops, for loops, syntax, Python for loop example, flowchart of for loop. Introduction. This tutorial explains Python for loop, its syntax and provides various examples of iterating over the different sequences data types. A for loop is the most preferred control flow statement to be used in Python program. It is the best to use when you know the total number of iterations required for execution. It has a clear and simple syntax and can help you iterate through different types of sequence. Python supports 7 sequence data types: stand, Unicode string, a list, tuple, and binary and exchange object. There are sets and dictionaries as well, but they are just containers for the sequence types. Types of loops. Python programming languages provides the following types of loops to handle looping requirement. Python provides three ways of executing the loop, while all the ways provide similar basic functionality. They differ in the syntax and the conditional checking time. Loops are divided into two types: for loop and while loop. While loop. In Python, while loop is used to execute a block of statements repeatedly until a given condition is satisfied. And when the condition becomes false, the line immediately after loop it programs executed. Python programming language provides the following types of loops to handle loops requirement. Python provides three ways of executing the loop. While all the ways provide similar basic functionality, they are different in syntax and conditional check time. All statements indented by the same number of character spaces after a program construct are considered to be a part of single block of code. Python uses indentation as its method of group statements. For for loops are used for sequential uh, traversal, for example, traveling a list of string or array, etc. In Python, there is no C-type style of loops. Either for in, there is for in loop, which is similar for each other loops in languages. Let us learn how to use loops in sequence as well. So it can be used as iterate over a range of iterator. For loop syntax. In Python, you can use the for loop in the following manner. For iter in sequence colon state iter. The iter represents the iterating variable. It is assigned with successive values from the input sequence. The sequences may refer to any following Python objects such as list, a tuple, or a string. For a loop workflow in Python, the for loop can include a single line or block of code with multiple statements. Before executing the code inside the loop, the values from the sequence get assigned to the iterating variable iter. Below chart represents of Python for loop. Start for item in sequence. If it is yes, the test its sequence empty, no statement block. If it is no, directly go to statement block. If yes, stops. Python for loop example 1, print character of a string. Who else is equal to AIOU. For iter in vowels, print character colon iter. The above code is traveling the character's input string named as vowels. It output as follows. Python for loop example. So find the average of n number. We will use the following steps to calculate the sum of n number. Create a list of integers and populate with n is equal to 6 values. Initialize a variable sum of storing the summation. Loop n is equal to 6. Number of lines to get the values of each integer from the list. The loop add each value with previous and assign to a variable named as sum. Divide the sum with n is equal to 6. We use to len function to determine the size of a list. The output of the previous step is in the average we wanted. Finally, print both the sum and average. Input. And there is a flowcharts for while loop.